Yes.
Since then, though, it's been Epsilon with last-minute victories here, Ben. A round 11 in Search and Destroy.
It's been the story, though, of that whole event. Just clutch. Just clutch. That's how, if you said one word that describes Epsilon event, clutch. That's what it is. When they need to go big, they go big. Both defensively and attackingly, or offensively, rather. They really do perform very, very well. Now, you know, Detroit hardpoint, if they take this, I mean, that's going to be massive, because I am kind of worried for them when it comes to their search and destroys, because as we mentioned, after this, we head over to a solar search, and that's one which I can definitely see OpTic Gaming taking.
We got 4 stuns on the map for OpTic Gaming, 2 Semtex, and Formal is going to be playing the fast class. On the other side, it looks like nothing but Semtex is coming out here. So, unless some trophy systems are on, you're going to see right away. It's going to be Royalty breaking his way into the hard point. I thought he was going to rush right in. He's going to let OpTic run by. 2 of his teammates are dropped. That's 3 down, and Formal's inside.
That sensitivity he plays on is just absolutely ridiculous. He's able to spin around so fast, gives him such a big advantage at close range, but obviously limits him at distance, as we've seen multiple times here.
And Scump is going to be able to pick up 1. Krim continues to score for OpTic. We're 33 seconds in, 15 points already on the board for OpTic Gaming. Finally, Royalty gets in, cleans up Krim, but Scump takes his place and then destroys. Scump 5-0, angry after that last loss. You saw Karma with an opportunity to force some overtime. Instead, Epsilon gets the win. The King is out for blood here in Game 4.
Yeah, Nagafen on that hardpoint, just trying to reduce the lead that OpTic Gaming were able to pick up. They got some good early time. Nothing really to worry about massively, but really the spawns for green are going to be where it's at, and it's going to be 2 players from Epsilon holding it down. I believe that was Remy, who just locked down that spawn. Scump does get a big win. Unfortunately, team kills him, though, through lockers. Krim just trying to fight his way through. They have control of the hill, but they know one player is at the back, and he's cleaned up. That's Nagafen. Just like that, blink of an eye, OpTic Gaming break the hardpoint.
And you're going to see Krim fall, but Karma is there to rotate through. So every time someone dies, someone else in OpTic Gaming's team able to rotate over. Now you're going to see 3, make it 4 straight kills for Epsilon. Royalty trying to take control. 28 seconds left. A big fight won there by Karma once again. He's already got 2 captures to his name. 6 and 5 has been highly active so far in this game.
Remy, got to look at him to step things up a little bit. A 1 and 6 start, 1 and 7 stun. That was the story in the first hardpoint as well, and it was Nagafen. A slow start is going to cost you so much.
Scump with a 3-piece in your feet. I heard him on the left side of the stage getting fired up once again. He's just going to spin out the clock here. Formal going to be the player to watch. While everyone's focused down low, I have a feeling Formal's going to be able to get a pick or 2. And he's going to spot the first gun. Trying to draw him out, just going to shoot through the wall. And now everyone from OpTic surges forward. Formal with control with that bow, helping Scump out with the 2nd kill. They've taken over the garage.
Yeah, this is just full OpTic Gaming control. It's kind of what I expected to see, to be honest, on Detroit. It's going to be very hard for Epsilon to keep up. Formal picks up 1, immediately falls. And I feel like Epsilon are more fighting for just like contest time and just kind of scrappy time, not necessarily the scrap time, but it just never seems like a comfortable setup that they actually have. Gaming always seem to be able to break it. Remy turns around there, burns on Formal, looking for the 2nd, not going to be able to get it. And finally, Epsilon picking up a bit of a chunk of time here, going to bring them back into this game.
Parasite dealing with everyone there on Garage Ramp. There's 17 points remaining here. And Scump, I feel like every single time he wants to get into a hard point, he wins the one-on-one gunfight and takes control. As I said, that Royalty drops 2, following up Remy's 2-piece. And you are going to see everyone taking over Garage.
Rotation, Parasite not able to win it. Karma just went so big for OpTic Gaming on that rotation. He's locked down that spawn, essentially single-handedly. He pushes out, but decides not to. But OG do have that early time. Royalty trying to slay out. They know Karma's pinned in there. They need to pinch, and they do. Fantastic break from Epsilon.
Royalty, another two-piece. Keep an eye on this, man.
Oh,
he's
wow.
going to add a 3rd one. And this is actually a 6th streak alive for Royalty. Parasite on a 4 streak. 10 straight kills, 11 straight kills between these 2 players. Royalty was shooting BBs in game number 1. Now he's shooting missiles, man.
I don't know what he changed, but it's definitely helping him, that's for sure. This is something which is really important to note in terms of the way Epsilon play hardpoint. They kind of a little scrappy on a lot of hardpoints, but the money hills on most maps, they are so good at locking down. Like, go back to BioLab, blue hardpoint, very good at locking that one down. You know, this hardpoint, yellow, they've locked it down for a big chunk of time, and again, that's kind of been the story throughout Season 3 finals.
On your minimap, everyone rotating to the schools. Karma, only one still up. OpTic Gaming, all falling in rotation. Formal's going to try and break through, but it's Royalty inside once again. The man is a freak on land. Parasite backing him up. Royalty got 2. Parasite's going to fall. Nagafen and Remy now still fighting for skull control, but OpTic Gaming getting those better spawns, able to resupply faster. Doesn't matter. Nagafen gets the 2-piece, breaks through. Royalty again in your kill feed is at 22 kills.
Nagafen looking over towards Lockers, actually dashes out the hard point. Epsilon find themselves in the lead, 93 to 91. It's a very, very fragile one. Royalty jumping in through mid-street. He's going to fall. No one on the hard point as it stands right now. Just lots of kills going on around the outside. This has been a very long time without anyone on the hill. Finally, Nagafen jumps in. There's one. Fires out the Semtex over towards Lockers. And Epsilon starting to build themselves a small lead here. But the scrap time, if it goes to them, it's going to be favorable going into the second side.
You know, you said I was crazy when I thought that Epsilon could win this game. The reason I think they can do it is it is much shorter range than what you saw on Retreat.
Okay.
I feel like this is going to be a map that is just built for Nagafen, Remy, and Royalty is really living up to the hype that I thought he was going to bring.
I mean, he's picked up a lot of the slack from Remy. I mean, props to Remy, started off very slow. He's massively stepped up towards that second side, and that's one of the main reasons you've seen that score, you know, change as drastically as it did. Now, the question, though, can he continue that? Because at the very beginning of the first side, a couple of hard points was pretty weak. As I say that, though, there's my answer. 3 kills back-to-back for Remy.
Can't get the 4th, going to be cut down. OpTic Gaming trying to break in. That was Karma stop short. Krim on the opposite end, though, able to get through. And while you were talking about Remy struggling, look at Krim's numbers. -10 at this point. He does have 5 captures to his name, but so does everyone else, basically, on OpTic Gaming. Big kills here, though, as he's picking up time. 15 points remain on this hard point. And you're going to look at the minimap. No one from Epsilon challenges. So OpTic Gaming should be able to pull away. Epsilon, though, setting up for a big chunk over at green.
And again, the spawn is going to be so big here. Remy is massive for Epsilon. Has to know there's a player above him, and he predicts it. Can he pick up the kill, though? No, he can't. Karma with a big win. Royalty, oh, got a little windy there. Formal able to pick up the kill. Parasite left on the hard point by himself. He will fall. OpTic Gaming break the initial setup, and again, deja vu from that first rotation. OpTic Gaming locked down Greed for a big chunk of time. They had that good rotation towards Garage. If Epsilon can reduce the time lost here, it's going to be so big for them going into the final couple of hard points. I
wish I could coach Epsilon right now, because I would just tell them, stop trying to rotate early and hold, because OpTic will eventually break you. Just go and fight for every single hard point. Scump is able to pick up a huge chunk of time here. While you look at the mini-map, his teammates are just slaying all around him. One player finally going to be able to get an eye on it. It's Nagafen, but now there's someone else in the hard point, and Scump's able to go out and slay. It's Karma holding things down while everyone else is taking care of business. You look at the scoreboard, and OpTic Gaming just crushed that green hill.
Yeah, it's, again, exactly the same as what we saw in the first rotation. They're so good at holding down green. They have fantastic knowledge of kind of when to rotate in and out of the hard point. Like you said, you know, Scump pushes out immediately a teammate in the hill. They milk it for everything it's worth. Now, though, can Epsilon reply in Garage hardpoint? They have the spawns, and this is going to be big for them. Now the question is, though, can they shut down a couple of waves of OpTic Gaming players? Krim goes big, picks up 1, but no one in support to trade the kill. 40 seconds left on this hill, 177 to 140 in favor of OpTic Gaming. Remy starting to heat up a little bit. That's a 4 streak for him at 24 and 26.
35 kills already for Royalty as well. He's doing all the damage outside on the mid-street. OpTic Gaming is going to try and flood up the ramp, but there's players watching the back. Remy finally falls after picking up some massive time. They got about 40 seconds here indoors, and now Royalty's going to come in, clear house. Nagafen is going to take over. Parasite is going to rotate through, make sure they have skull control. And it looks like Nagafen's 3-piece is going to seal the deal. Everyone rotating to the back bend. I know you love the rotation fights, but honestly, in this match, I don't think they've mattered too much.
I think that one was key there, though, because this was the hard point. Epsilon reduced that lead massively with a big break. Oh, Karma's actually going to fall there. Royalty out. Royalty gets 2. That was Krim. Royalty looking for 3. Royalty just single-handedly destroying OG. The 4th is in the hill. Nagafen's going to clean him up. And once again, Epsilon making this game interesting. 186 to 180. Epsilon are about to take the lead in the final minute and a half, Bucket.
These players are so talented, it doesn't seem like setting up matters. Once they get control, it's all about staying hot with your shot.
Oh, look how far that's spawning out.
Here comes Formal and Krim 6. The spawns are on a pinch, though. Remy's got to stay alive here. He falls. His 3 teammates trying to flood from the top. Royalty's going to fall. Nagafen falls. Formal holding strong. Up 4 streak, going for 5.
He just went so big. OpTic Gaming now with an 8-point lead. The nades are going to go flying in from Parasite. Someone goes for the flank. The hard point's going to be completely neutral. Scumpy goes big. No, he's going to fall after a pick on Nagafen. And a big kill from Royalty. Another 3-piece on Yellow Hill.
Look at these spawns,
44 and 33. That is massive. Epsilon down by 4. This is crazy. It's all going to come down to this final hard point.
And here it goes. 2 players jumping in through fire. OpTic Gaming gonna be able to take over. That Scump. Semtex
team
on the
kill
wall.
comes in. Karma actually just killed Scump by accident. Krim trying to break in. That's one. Looking for more.
Oh,
There's
no.
so many Epsilon players footing the hill. Final 30 seconds, Chris.
And Parasite is gonna be indoors with Nagafen. Nagafen watching the front. Parasite backing him up. You can see it on the mini-map. Royalty also jumping in. They've taken the lead. 20 seconds remain. All they have to do from here is contest, but OpTic's gonna get the 4 clear. As I say it, the spawns come in. Formal trying to stay alive. ASM 1 in hand. They're trailing by 5 points.
OpTic's
8
gonna
on the
take the
clock.
lead.
Crim 6 indoors. Here comes the challenge from
Oh,
Remy.
Parasite!
Remy with the big win, and that is gonna
can't
do
believe it.
Epsilon has taken the game.
Epsilon right at the very end. Take the hard point from OpTic Gaming's fingers. They had such a big lead from green.